This is John 5, and I want you to put your horns up.
We're here at the Gramercy Theatre with John 5. First of all, welcome to New York. As I was saying before, it's really cool to have you playing your solo shit. I've been looking forward to seeing this because every time I see you with your bigger bands, I mean, of course, it's always a great show. You always put it on, but this is kind of like I get to see you shine by yourself.
Yeah, it's really cool. I did my last record, Careful With That Axe, very live record. We just did it, live in the studio pretty much. And I thought, hey, let me go do this, let me take this on the road. Rob's been very supportive of it. He's doing a new movie called 31, and he said, yeah, go out and do it, I think it's a good idea. So, I'm out here doing it up and having a lot of fun, man. I really dig it because there's such a wide array of people here, young, old, guitar players, zombie fans, it's just such a diverse crowd, and I really enjoy that.
Speaking of guitar players, you've done a lot of solo guitar records. What is so important for you to keep doing those?
Well, I just love music, and there's no rules at all on these records. So, I just enjoy doing these records, and the audience, the people really like them as well. So, it's a lot of fun. I don't do it for money or anything like that. I just do it for the love of the guitar and the love of music.
And how old were you when you first started playing the guitar?
I was 7 years old, and I was pretty much obsessed with it. I really just was so obsessed with it and never put the guitar down. I loved it. And I still do today. I'm always with it. I'm here with it right now. It's weird.
And which was your first guitar?
I had a Sears acoustic, because my parents didn't know if I was going to stick to it. Right. But then my parents got me a Fender Stratocaster, but I always loved the Telecaster. Just always loved the Telecaster. And, got one of the Tellies eventually. And, it's my first love is a Fender Telecaster.
And once you picked it up, were you natural, or did you take some classes to kind of get you to the level?
No, I'm always playing, I'm always practicing, I'm always picking, and always learning. I love learning, I love doing all that stuff. I just love to learn something and practice it and maybe put it into a song. Because a lot of things, you'll learn something and then you'll forget it. But if I learn it and I put it into one of my songs, I'll always be playing it. And I really like to learn and be inspired, and I look for inspiration all the time.
And why Careful With That Axe? Was there a certain incident that happened, or is it because of you with your guitar and what you've done with the music world?
Yeah, me with the guitar, Careful With That Axe, because it can mean so many different things. It could bring you happiness, it could bring you, sorrow, it could bring you riches or poor, and you never know what's going to happen with this axe. So that's why you say careful with that axe. It's a you just don't know what avenue it's going to take you down.
Do you look back into what you've done so far, and of course you still have a lot of years to come, and do you sometimes feel overwhelmed because everything you've done so far and how everything happened? I wouldn't say it just happened to you because hey, you got lucky. I think you worked for it. You're very skillful with the guitar. But do you ever look back and you kind of get overwhelmed about everything you achieved and everything that's coming up?
Well, I don't know if I get overwhelmed, but I really appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted at all. I really appreciate it, and I just am so happy that what has happened in my life. I couldn't be happier, and it's a lot of hard work, and I really generally thank the crowd every night for coming to these shows, because they know what they're getting, and it's a lot of notes that are being played out there. And I really, thank the crowd for coming out, checking all that stuff out.
Right, and they're coming here for you.
Yeah, it's great. It's a wonderful feeling.
And from your memories of everything you've done so far in music, what are some of your fondest memories? The moments that you were like, damn, those are for the book maybe one day.
Yeah, I think of course having like a #1 record, doing that, playing iconic venues like the LA Forum or Staples Center in Los Angeles, or 3 nights at the Radio City Music Hall or Madison Square Garden or the Sydney Opera House, or all the people I played with. It's just, it's a wonderful, wonderful life, and I never would have dreamt that it would have been like this. I just wanted to be a session musician. I never even dreamt of this at all, and it's incredible, and I just scared I'm gonna wake up one day and be like, God, what a dream that was. So I really appreciate everything that's happened.
And what are sort of the things you do while you're on the road in order to keep yourself well grounded? Because just from talking to you right now, you're a very down to earth guy.
It's a good question. I know it doesn't sound very interesting, but I love to play guitar. It's very relaxing. I love to have my Universal Monster movies with me, so I have all those and I watch those at night. It's very relaxing. And, those are the things, and, when my wife comes out, of course, that's amazing, which is not all the time, not as much as I want, but I really enjoy just having my guitar on and doing, watching my movies and stuff like that, and just having a great show.
And if we're out of here, there's a new Zombie album coming out. There's a live album that's already out. What can you tell us about the new Rob Zombie album that's coming out?
I can tell you, being a fan of Rob Zombie before I got in the band, I know all of his stuff, and now being a member, it's the best Zombie album that has ever been put out, made, anything like that. It's so good. It's so good, and I cannot wait for it to come out. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it is a monster. It's a monster.
And it's finished.
It's completely finished, mastered, mixed, everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell the fans watching right now, man?
Just thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Come out and check out these crazy shows, these John 5 and the Creature shows, and come out and check us out with Zombie.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Cool.
It was wonderful.
Every time we try to carry on.